Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the Queers of Time podcast.
I'm Matt.
I'm James.
I'm Kenny.
And I'm Kat.
And this is a podcast to talk about all the gay stuff in the Wheel of Time.
Because we're gay and we like the Wheel of Time.
Before we get started, thank you so much to our feral venerators of Soirain. We have Lurks, Morshadi, Charlie, and Fuck.
And fuck.
And fuck.
No, it's John.
John? I think it's John.
I'm going to have to redo this.
Camille's gonna kill us.
I like that John was the most simple of those names.
Yeah, but that's the one we forget.
Fuck. Come on, Patreon.
Well, John, your name is fuck now.
Patreon, why are you being so slow? Thank you, audience.
I think it's John.
It is John. Hey, John.
It's John!
Okay.
John!
Thank you so
John.
much. Thank you so much to our feral venerators of Soirain. We have Lurks, Morshadi, Charlie, and John. Thank you so much, as always.
As always, today's episode, we are going to be very, very gay because we're talking about The Forsaken, but it's going to be extra gayer gay because we're talking about The Forsaken as drag queens. And it's going to be even gayer than that because we have a very special guest that we've had before, Allie from Will Takes with Allie and Gus.
Thank you so much, Matthew. I'm so excited to be here as your token bisexual.
Thank you. We need bisexuality because apparently it's real.
I am very visible.
Yes, I cannot deny your visibility.
There is a Kamala bi Pride pantsuit design on the Kamala website, so bisexuality exists officially.
Speaking of, I do have I showed Kat earlier, but I have my Gay Pride Kamala mug
Yay!
It's excellent.
I need to get one.
of her in all of her pantsuits in the rainbow colors.
It's very good.
I love that.
It's only 11 ounces, so I feel like a giant drinking out of it, but I fully believe in like 16 ounce to 20 ounce mugs.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
This just makes me feel like a dainty little princess.
Yeah.
Gus makes fun of me how big my mugs are. He's like, he calls it lake tea whenever I drink tea.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, but that's as tea is intended to be drunken.
Drunken?
I don't know.
Dranked.
Dranketh.
Yeah,
Drank it.
exactly. It's how God intended.
Yes.
Mhm.
Exactly.
So how do we want to do this? We're going to talk about The Forsaken as played by drag queens, and I think most of the ones are going to be RuPaul's Drag Race queens because that's people we all know,
Yeah.
and that's the world we live in now.
But if there's someone that you think of that is not a drag race queen, there are no rules here. This
There
is
are no
something that
rules.
I think we were talking at Jordan Con, and we were like, this is something we should do. Drag queens and Forsaken, something with Wheel of Time, we got to do this. It needs to happen.
I'm so excited to be here. I cannot even tell you how excited I am.
I think it also started a little bit because we were just talking about Jinx Monsoon as every Forsaken.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, Jinx Monsoon plays every Forsaken.
Jinx Monsoon is the dark one. Jinx Monsoon is the
Yeah.
dark one. Just we'll get it out of the way.
Both the dark one and also the creator somehow, like simultaneously both.
Yeah, I was gonna say creator, and then I was like, nope, we're talking about Forsaken here. But
Yeah.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Jinx Monsoon is my favorite drag queen.
She's the best.
for sure. Definitely I mean, I have many favorites, but she's my favorite of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my favorite drag queen is Sasha Velour, and I don't know if she really belongs in any of the Forsaken,
Mm-hmm.
but that's okay.
Mm.
I love Sasha Velour.
I get so emotional, baby, every time I think of Sasha Velour.
I watch
Mm.
that. I watch that bit, that lip sync, every couple of months. I come back to it and revisit it because
Ugh.
sometimes it just gets in my brain, and I'm like, oh my god, because that was my first season 9 is when I started. Like that's when I first started getting into Drag Race, and so I remember seeing like everyone freaking out over Sasha Velour versus Shea Coulee in the finale, and being like, oh, okay, this is something I need to be watching. And because I'm a completionist, I went back to season 1 of Drag Race and started from the beginning.
Oh, you went into the deep lore.
I went deep.
Yeah, my stepmom is like an OG fan, has been around since the
Nice.
beginning. And I
Yeah.
like recreationally watched with her and then got more and more into it as time went on. But I am obsessed. I love Drag Race so much. And then I binged every episode of Drag Race during COVID. That was how I got through the pandemic. So
I should rewatch old episodes. I started watching it in season 3 and I loved it, but then around All Stars 3 it got a little too twisty for my taste, so I stopped. My favorite drag queen has actually never been on Drag Race because she's dead. That came out so
Okay.
that came out so differently than what I thought it
Oh
would
my
be.
gosh.
Oh, this is gonna be so bad for my stomach.
Honestly, you could not have said that better. That could not have been said better. That's
You know why she's never been on there? Because she's dead.
she's fucking dead.
the old drag queen can't come to the phone right now.
I think I killed Allie. Oh my god. My favorite drag queen. Oh my god.
PD's looking at me so judgmentally right now.
Oh my god.
My favorite drag queen is Divine, who
That's
Oh,
fair. Yeah.
that's valid.
I love her music and I love her in the John Waters movies and the inspiration of Ursula, like everything about Divine. Like I love
Divine.
my fan casting for her is Grendel, but I'm sure we'll have other options for that.
I get so emotional, baby.
Baby.
Anyways.
Every time I think about that she's dead.
Oh, the what?
What? Every time I think about the fact that she's dead, I get so emotional. baby.
Oh, I thought you said cheese stick, and I was like, every time you think about cheese sticks,
The cheese stick.
I do get very emotional when I think of cheese sticks, actually. They're a top 5 food.
Who doesn't? I mean,
It saves neurodivergent lives, cheese sticks. It really does.
let's see here. I'm trying to find a good list of the Forsaken, like
Mhm.
in a good order.
In a good order. What is a good order of the Forsaken?
Like when they died, importance.
That's fair. Okay. I just did it like off my dome.
Importance. Okay, number 1, Baylor.
Bale. Yeah, exactly.
Baylor's got to be an early out queen. Sorry, now I'm starting with Baylor.
Yeah, let's start with. I always pronounced it Bilal.
Is it Bilal or Balal? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It matters a lot. It matters a great deal, actually.
Okay.
Okay. A strong stance.
What do Michael Kramer and Kate Reading say?
I'm sure they disagree with me. I mean, I don't pronounce anyone's names correctly.
All right, so Bilal / Balal / Bilali or whatever. They're actually on the Watt Wiki. They're lumped together with Robin and Samael. So of like
Sure.
unimportant people.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. Short King Samael being ranked bottom. There's only one acceptable time he's bottom, and it is not on the bottom of this
It's
list.
not in the bottom of this list. Yeah.
Oh yes, and we do want to be very, very conscious of spoilers because Allie has just started to gather the Gathering Storm, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so nothing before. We'll just keep the Gathering Storm out of our mouths.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, like, this is not, obviously, the Forsaken are baddies. They are villains. This is not any indication of the drag queens themselves.
No, I fully support all of them. I think any drag queen that I put with the Forsaken is on their level
Yeah.
Yes.
of evilness, and they're
just-
bad.
They're evil. They're bad. And that's
We
it.
all, at the Queers of Time, think drag queens are evil.
Drag queens are
Yes.
evil. Yes, very much.
All right, so let's really quickly go through who Raval is. I read Robin and Bilal at the same time. Bilal was the High Lord Salmon in Tyr and was killed by Moraine.
I have a feeling. Oh, wait, no, I have to save them. I have to save them for another time. Hold on.
Oh, I'm so curious who you're going to say.
Because I'm thinking Baylor's got to be like a iconic first out, like an iconic first boot. So now I'm trying to think.
Pork chop?
Ooh.
Pork chop.
See, that was what I was going to say first.
I was gonna say, who was that one who tried so desperately to be relevant that she picked up a queen during lip sync? This was like
Mimi,
season-
I'm
Mimi, I'm first.
Mimi, I'm
Maybe
first.
I'm
Yeah.
first.
I don't think she went home first, though.
Yeah, but I think it's that energy.
It's the energy.
It's the sad pick me energy.
That's fair.
Ugh.
So I went with Tempest du Jour is who I chose as Bilal.
I can see that.
Tempest du Jour, because Bilal is supposed to be like one of the older Forsaken, and Tempest du Jour is an older queen, which, like, that's no shade, but, you know, an older queen, and also went home first. And so I was like, okay, Bilal, that makes sense. That feels right.
What about Charlie Hides? Because he just stood there.
Yes! I forgot about Charlie High. It's perfect. Sorry, that's mean.
Ooh, okay. No, I'm thinking Soju
Soju? Okay.
because the cyst. Yeah. Just, I feel
Oh.
like Belal, much like Soju, came in, said what they needed to say, left.
And then left and was like, peace.
In kind of an iconic fashion where you're like, I will be thinking about that cyst for the rest of my life. Like
Mhm.
our sister, if you will.
Sister.
Sister.
Okay.
Yes.
So Bilal, Charlie Hides, Tempest du Jour,
Mm-hmm.
Soju,
Mm-hmm.
and Matt, you were thinking Mimi, I'm first.
Mimi, I'm first.
I feel like these are all good options.
Yeah.
These are all great options.
This makes sense.
I love that.
This makes sense. I love talking about drag queens. I'm sorry, I'm having a good
Me
time.
too. It's only going to get more fun as it goes.
I know.
Let's talk about well, he's lumped in with Bilal, so Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Robin, because of all the Robinness, feels like someone who's since gotten canceled. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, that's what I was.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, I'm thinking Sherry Pie. like,
yeah. Okay. So I was afraid. I was like, I don't know if I should, like, I kind of want to put Sherry Pie, but I don't know. Is that okay?
or Elliot with two T's, like someone who has
Oh,
since
yeah.
been very much canceled.
If we want to go to like the level of like Predator type thing, we could go to Sharon Needles.
Sharon Needles?
Oh God.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh, wait, did
mm, mm,
allegations come out about Sharon Needles?
Lots of allegations have come back about.
Yeah, that's is that recent?
I am zero shocked.
Not really.
No, not really.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because I remember when I originally watched Sharon Needles season, like that was the first queen where I was like, I really, because she was so different than the other drag queens.
So different, so spooky.
Yeah, like it was a different aesthetic and everything, and I really liked her. And she was the underdog, and I'm always for an underdog. And just I was so disappointed and angry when I heard about the allegations. I was like, people just be cool and not terrible.
Truly,
Is that a thing?
is it that hard when you
Ah.
become successful to just stay chill?
Yeah.
I don't know, just stay unproblematic.
Well,
Right?
she was problematic during set. Like she was regularly using the N word on set.
Sharon Needles?
But we didn't
Ooh.
find out about this until after, though.
Yes,
no?
until after.
Yeah,
That bitch
disappointing.
on the
Yeah.
Robin thing, yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, so I feel like definitely someone who has since been
Yeah.
become persona non grata, because I feel like when you think about it's interesting because I feel like with Forsaken there's a slay queen energy until there isn't. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Right. It's get down with your bad self, and then it's like, oh, you
Ooh.
went too down.
Don't. That's
Ooh.
too much. That's too
Ooh.
far. We don't do that here.
And I feel like there's a similar something with drag queens where you're like, I'm down for you to like have each other call each other names and, you know, do the most and bring the drama until there's a line. There's a line for sure on like the level of nastiness. Like, you know, I mean, the stuff that Jinx Monsoon faced on her season, that became like
Oh my god.
way too much.
Too much.
Way too much.
Far too much.
Yeah. It's like, it's okay to not like somebody, but you don't have to be bullies about it.
No, that's unnecessary.
Which is why her win that season was so lovely. And then for her to come back and win all winners was like, now she gets to win without the bullying.
hmm
Right.
I know. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
I just Googled Sherry Pie.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Sherry Pie is bad news.
Bad news bears.
Bad news bears.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Sherry Pie for Robin.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
That works for me.
After
Yeah.
reading through her oof.
Yeah, it's bad. It's
Lord of mercy.
when she was initially kind of like supposed to be kind of a fan favorite.
She was supposed to win. Like, she was
Yeah.
not supposed to win, but like,
She was supposed to be top 3.
yeah, for sure.
They had to re-edit the season
Oh,
from what
yeah.
I heard to like cut her out because she was so like a confessional queen and everything.
It's like there was one episode where they were doing, I think it was a roast, and she did like an extra long one. Like, it was longer than, like, all the queens had, like, okay, you have this amount of time to do it. And she went on like double the time. And so the editing around that episode is wild and also like very indicative of someone who does not care about other people's feelings or anything else. Like, because like, I was just like, oh, okay, interesting. This, not to say that I didn't believe the allegations before, but like seeing that kind of behavior, I'm like, yeah, this tracks.
It's like then there's the allegations themselves, and then there's like seeing their behavior and going the maths that there are allegations that exist about this person.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like, I have several coworkers where I'm like, if I heard that they did something, I would be like, you know what, that tracks.
That tracks.
I see it. I see that for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, that's real.
So let's move on to Samael, the last of the 3 that are together. So Short King.
Mm-hmm. Short
Okay.
King Samael.
I had thoughts about this
Okay.
because I was like, it's got to be a short king,
Mm-hmm.
short queen,
Short Queen.
Georges.
Georges.
Okay.
Georges, because here's my feeling. 1, short queen fulfills that role. But 2, I feel like Samael's whole thing is big, flashy, like dance breaks almost with like the lightning and the dogs and the box for no reason. So I feel like much like Georges likes to take up space with her moves, Samael would have a similar showgirl energy.
Yeah.
What is the name of the queen? Southern, short, comedy queen.
Ginger Minge. Is that who you're thinking of?
Ginger Minge is who I'm thinking of.
Ginger Minge is who I chose.
Ginger Minge was literally the other one I was
Yeah.
thinking of, but I couldn't remember how short Ginger Minge was.
Yes. Like
5'6".
Oh, she's shorter than that.
Oh, teeny. She's
5'6"?
my height.
Oh,
Ginger Minge has got to be shorter than 5'6".
yeah.
It says
I-
5'6".
It says 5'6". I don't know why I thought she was shorter than that.
She has short energy though.
Okay.
I think it's just her proportions.
Yeah.
That's maybe it. Yeah.
How tall is Georges?
I think Georges might be shorter than Ginger Minge.
5'2".
5'2". There you go.
Baby.
Yeah.
Little.
Teeny tiny.
Wee,
Teeny
even.
tiny.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ginger Minge was my choice for Samael because like Ginger Minge also has like a very big like sort of boisterous kind of personality, and I feel like that would fit
Yeah.
with Samael as well.
Yeah, I was thinking Ginger Minge for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought of Ginger Minge and then I couldn't remember if she was short or not because I
Yeah.
only remember her talking to who's that tall one?
Eureka?
Yes. I could only remember her talking to Eureka, and Eureka's ginormous.
Very
so I was like,
tall,
well, maybe
yes.
she's just average height, and Eureka's just a big girl.
And it turns out both are true.
Both can be true.
It's both. It's both.
Yeah, both can be true.
Ginger Minge is short, and Eureka is a very tall queen.
Is just a
Yeah.
big.
She's-
is fee fi fo fominate out here.
I don't know how she fits her drag in the suitcases that she needs to bring with her to Drag Race.
Well, I was thinking about that not that long ago. I'm like, it's almost unfair.
Yeah, like because it's not just that she's big. It's like her drag is also very like the proportions of it are big too. Like she's very flashy, showgirly. Like
Yeah, she gets the Marge Simpson wigs out, like very.
yeah, exactly.
Apparently the tallest queen is Tempest du Jour at 6'6".
Damn.
Wow, I do remember Tempest du Jour being quite tall.
Yeah.
I was watching House of the Dragon the other day, and I was like, and Matt Smith's character Damon was talking to somebody, and I was like, either Matt Smith is way shorter than I thought he was, or this man he's talking to is a fucking giant. So I looked it up. I had to pause, of course. I had to pause, and I looked up Matt Smith's height, and I was like, Matt Smith's 6 feet tall. So this man who
Oh,
is
God.
making him look teeny right now is a giant man. And I looked him up, and I think he's like 6'6", 6'7", or something like that. I
Oh
was
my
like,
god.
Jesus Christ, superstar. This boy is humongous.
That is tall.
That's so tall. I'm like, whenever I use Gus as like a metric, right? Because he's 6'2". And so like if anyone makes Gus look short, they're a giant.
They're very tall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Ginger Minge and Georges for Samael, which I think is a good fit.
Yeah, I think either of them would work.
Well, because I could see also Samael going out and voguing in front of everyone as a distraction like that. Like, I feel like his magic is voguing. You know, he's just out there with them.
Samael catwalking. Yeah.
Samael duck walking.
Yes, he would walk that duck.
Walk that duck. Okay.
Matt did not approve of the duck walking at all.
No, it was funny. I was just having a bit of a
You're having a time.
tummy time.
Oh.
No.
Duck walking is fun.
Let's go. Oh, I guess we could have just gone in power order. I don't think that's a spoiler, is it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Gus just side tackles me from the side.
yeah.
Here's a
No.
disturbance in the force.
He's like, I sense something.
Something's wrong.
This.
So Moghedian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, definitely a spooky queen. Definitely a spooky queen. You know, I mean, ones that come to mind immediately. Obviously, Evie Oddly is on there for me. I feel like Evie Oddly would softly from the shadows for sure.
Yeah, I feel like they have to give lesbian energy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Evie Oddly also purportedly has a huge dick. And I
Huge
feel like
dick.
Moghedian does have big dick energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could also see like Evie Oddly being such a bendy gal, like crab walking in, which feels very Moghedian to me.
Very Moghedian.
So yeah, but I am feeling like spooky queens for sure are on the list.
Evie Oddly does make sense. See, I didn't even think of Evie Oddly.
I was thinking of Katya.
Yeah, Katya.
I love Katya.
Damn it. I didn't even think of Katya.
I was thinking of Katya for Moghedian because it's a little bit kooky,
But
Yeah.
your dad just calls me Katya.
but very, very like good at what she does.
Yeah.
But underrated.
Yeah.
I love Katya.
I love Katya too.
See, my thing is, I have Katya for several Forsaken.
I mean, that's fair.
I know you want Katya for everyone.
And see, I went to a different, still Drag Race, but a different franchise.
Boulay Brothers.
No. I said Isis Couture. I
Mm.
don't know if you've watched Canada's Drag Race, but as a Canadian girly, Isis Couture is known, like, she's known for very sort of artistic-y drag, and sort of like kind of weird, but also very couture.
Holy lip filler.
Yes. she's very detail oriented. She's very good at what she does. And I feel like that I was like, I think Moghedian's energy would fit with Isis's energy. I don't know. Like it made sense in my brain. But I like Evie Oddly. I like Katya even better though. Because it's funny, I was thinking of Katya and I was like, who would Katya fit with? And it didn't even click in my brain to think, hey, how about Moghedian?
Yeah. My joke answer would also be Aiden Zane.
Boo.
Ooh.
Boo.
Boo.
Aiden Zane. That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
It also fits the
Boo. It does
Ooh.
fit. It fits for a different reason though.
it fits in the like failed Forsaken. Like if we want it, because I feel like there's two different kinds. There's the earnest version and then there's the funny version.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, it's like Forsaken being competent, Forsaken we ordered on Wish, and those like both exist in the same person.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you know what? Maybe there are just two people that we choose for Moghedian.
Maybe it's a recast. Maybe they get recast halfway through.
There
Mhm.
you go.
There is Target version versus Poundland version. And
What is Poundland?
Man, you don't know about Poundland?
It's the dollar
no.
store in the UK.
It's the dollar
Oh.
store in the UK. But Gus and I think it's so funny because Gus and I lived in Oxford for a hot second. We studied abroad and it was very, but
Oh my God.
did you know we studied abroad in
Oh.
Oxford?
Oh. Wow.
But yeah, so that was the first day I got there. It was the day I found out that their dollar store is called Poundland.
Mm-hmm.
And it has tickled me so much that we call every dollar store Poundland.
Yeah.
Today I learned.
Today you learned
I know.
the best fact about the UK.
Yeah. I do remember when I was in London. Yeah, it was in London, and I was like, huh, what a name for a store.
What a name for a store. Excellent marketing.
The British are just, my God.
The British are coming, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
All right. On that note, the next Forsaken we have based on strength level is Grendel.
Grendel. Okay.
I put Roxy Andrews for Grendel.
That's good.
That was said in the most patronizing tone ever. That's good.
I did
Good for you, sweetie.
It's funny. So when I say who I chose, it will make sense why I said it like that.
Oh, okay. It'll make sense why you said I had a dumb thing to say.
Did you say Jinx Monsoon? Is that why?
I did say Jinx Monsoon. That's why.
Yeah.
I said Jinx. Okay. But that's Roxy also makes sense.
I'll say, my brain.
Describe
Trixie.
Trixie for
Okay.
Grendel.
Maybe, yeah.
Trixie. Well, she is canonically blonde.
She's blonde.
I
don't know if she has the sexual vibe though.
Yeah.
Like the sexy vibe is my only thing. But I would love for Trixie to be included in this somehow.
I would just like to see Trixie play Grendel.
I think it would be a great Grendel. I think it would be a very interesting Grendel.
Mhm.
That would be kooky.
I agree. Yeah. I think that's the thing. Like because there are multiple drag queens who could play the different Forsaken. It's just the vibe that you're going for, right? Like it just depends. And so yeah, I can see Trixie.
What about Mistress?
Oh,
Oh, Mistress might be good actually. I don't know if James agrees, but
You don't like Mistress?
I don't like Mistress.
yeah.
Well,
I'm not saying it's a bad choice because it is a good choice.
Yeah, but you're just not a fan.
Just not a fan.
That's
well,
fair.
that's my feeling about Roxy.
This is a safe space. I mean,
Roxy should have won All Stars.
Well, that's true.
listen, and
People are gonna get mad. People are gonna get mad.
Angeria Paris Van Michaels.
Trash.
is an-
Ooh, I wouldn't go that far. I would not go that far,
Oh
James.
my God,
I'm sorry.
James.
Whoa, coming out here swinging.
I don't know about this. I do not.
Woo.
You know, I was gonna say that this is a safe space. I no longer feel safe here.
Wow.
I'm sorry for saying that she's trash. She's recycling.
I'm shocked you don't like Mistress James. If I were to pick a drag queen that I thought you would love, I would pick Mistress.
Too cunty.
I'm surprised by she's too cunty. She's gone too far.
She's too
Oh,
mean.
She's too mean. Okay.
I'm okay with mean. Or I'm okay with cunty. I'm not okay with mean.
Okay.
Sure.
So season 5, Roxy, yes, that's bad. That's bad news bears, Roxy.
Sure.
But new Roxy, good Roxy.
If I didn't decide that Jinx was the dark one, I also feel like Jinx would have been a good choice.
Jinx would be a
Yes.
great Grendel.
Jinx would make a great Grendel. I love Jinx's current Broadway stardom.
I know. It's so good. Oh, I'm so happy for every time she gets cast in something and it's like better and better and better. It makes me so happy. She's incredible.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Mm.
She's amazing and she deserves all the happiness.
Anyway, but I'm glad you understand why I picked Mistress, because I do feel like that energy, and she's had several looks that made me go, wow, hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't watch Mistress's season in full.
Okay.
I eventually just started watching the pit stop of it.
What season is that?
Fascinating. I almost never watch the pit stop.
14?
I love the pit stop.
Me too. Sometimes I will watch I get very serious secondhand embarrassment. And so sometimes I can't watch the Snatch Game episodes or the roast episodes because like watching people fail is like ugh.
Is Pit Stop the new Untucked?
It's not Untucked. It's like a YouTube show that does a watch of the show and then talks about it.
They do. It's like reviewing the show. It's like It's like an after show.
It's the official after show
Yeah.
of Drag Race.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fighting, which is what I can't really do. I just want them to not fight and show me their pretty outfits.
Right.
Are you talking about Untucked or the pit stop?
Oh, I am talking about Untucked.
Yeah.
I always watch the pit stop. I never watch Untucked. I'm sorry. I do always watch a pit stop and I never watch Untucked.
I mean, they're both after things, so it makes complete sense that like it's
Yeah. That's why I got them confused.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love the pit stop.
The pit stop is always fun.
I love Bob hosting the pit stop, especially.
Yeah.
I just think I love Trixie hosting it too.
Yeah.
Both of them are really good hosts. And yeah, I love when they bring on people who they like riff off of really well.
Yeah.
Like Katya and Trixie are unbeatable.
Oh my god. Like it eventually becomes them just inviting their friends on.
Yeah.
And just like spending time like talking about, doing shows back in the day and all that. It's so much fun to watch.
Have you seen Maddie Morphous's show, by the way?
I love
With
it.
the hair.
Oh my
It's
god.
so good.
Give It to Me Straight is
So
kind
good.
of fantastic.
Because I loved Maddie Morphosis on her season, and that at the time was kind of a hot take. Like, I thought she had a lot of room to grow, but I was like, she's really funny.
She's very funny.
And I was like really prepared when they were like, our first straight queen. I was like, let's see how this does. And I thought she really earned my trust.
Yeah.
Wait, there was a straight queen?
Yes, Maddie Morphosis is Drag Race's first straight queen.
Straight heterosexual queen.
Heterosexual queen.
I don't like that.
Okay, Matt, you say that.
Fair,
say that.
fair.
And that's fair. And I felt this way too until I saw Maddie Morphosis, and she was so respectful. She never made anything about herself and her, like, being a straight man doing drag. She's just like, this is my art form. I love this art form. She really seemed to like earn her way. And I will say her talk show, Give It To Me Straight, is so smart, so funny, so well thought out. The woman does research.
Yes. She does deep dives into her guests.
Like crazy deep dive research where she'll be like, here's a picture of you in color guard.
Where did you get that from?
And they're like, where? I don't even know this picture existed. How did you find this? Like, the research that she does is wild. And like, it's clear all the queens love her.
It's so much fun to like. She's been. I love it when drag queens surprise me, where like you have one impression of them at first, and then like a lot of the time after Drag Race, they really come into their own and they start like figuring out like, okay, this is my place in drag. Like this is how I feel comfortable in drag. These are my strengths in drag, and I think that really happened with Maddie. And like you said, other queens love going on her show. It's so fascinating. It's really good.
And she copies the style of whoever comes in, which is always really fun. So like whatever drag queen is coming in, she dresses in copycat drag of their drag style. And it's really fun because she'll be different every time.
So good.
Yeah, I really love her show. This has become a Maddie Morphosis centric episode. Jinx Monsoon and Maddie Morphosis. Here we are.
Listen, Jinx Monsoon on Maddie's show would be fantastic. I would love for it to
Dream. I feel like they love each other. I feel like she'd interview so well. I feel like and she's a great interviewer too, Maddie. She's really she's super funny. And she doesn't it's always about the other person, but she's able to put in these little jokes. She's good.
She's very, very witty. Like she's just you gotta watch it. Just go and watch it. It's good stuff.
You gotta see it before you judge it.
Yeah.
She's earned my trust, I think. As much as a straight man can.
Yeah. Seriously.
They're always on probation.
I know.
All right. So for Grendel, we had Jinx Monsoon. I said Roxy Andrews.
Mistress was also.
Oh, Mistress. Right. Mistress. I'm sorry.
No, Roxy Andrews is good. I just have never, because I'm such a Jinx fan, I've never forgiven her. And I should. It's been a decade or at least. I should forgive her, but I can't get over it. I never have.
And the thing is, they're cool with each other. Like they're and it's sweet, which is great. Like I love seeing it, but
Jinx is better than Mame.
Oh, 100%. Like, there's still part of me that's like, and then I'm like, okay.
Every time I see her, I'm like, I'm the least all right with you. Yeah, every time. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, back to Maggedian really fast. Detox. Speaking of Relaska
Detox
Talks.
would be a good Mogedian.
Oh, Detox is good.
Yeah. I don't think Detox identifies as a spooky queen, but I feel like
She's pretty
No,
spooky.
but I think she's, yeah.
You don't call yourself Detox and then not be a spooky queen. I'm sorry. That's
Yeah.
just, I just disagree with her.
Okay. So next on this power level, we have Masana.
Mm.
And we're being very careful of spoilers.
It's giving academic. It's giving she's Danelle. Danelle is Masana. Anyway.
It's giving academics. So who's a smart queen?
Who is someone who just feels like an academic?
Sasha Velour is literally a Rhodes Scholar.
Sasha Velour.
Sasha
Yes.
Velour.
Sasha Velour. I put Lucy LaDuca, and I don't know why that is the queen that jumped into my brain.
Lucy LaDuca?
But I put Lucy LaDuca. Because like it's so I think my rationale for it, because like Lucy in her season, she was all about winning. She was all about like calculating the mini challenges, and at a certain point she was like she had won 50 of them somehow.
She'd won 50 of that. It's like Australia being it only counts, the medals only count per capita.
Exactly. And that's like I feel like Masana is also very focused on like coming out on top. Like she's
Okay.
she has that, and all the Forsaken do, but I feel like that very, I think that vibe applies for Masana. And so I don't know why Lucy LaDuca's name popped into my head, but
I'm not against it.
it's the type A energy. I think that's what it is.
It is very type A.
I have another idea. I appreciate your reasoning. Now that you've given me your reasoning, I feel like Violet Chachki.
Violet Chachki could be a good Masana. I feel like that fits the energy a little bit more.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're the most forgettable winner of RuPaul.
Wow.
And the most forgettable
Coming
queen.
Wow.
out swinging.
I have So Violet is also on my list, but as someone else. But my God.
I did not like Violet at all.
Apparently.
It doesn't surprise me that you don't like her. That doesn't surprise me
Okay.
at all. She's very much not your vibe.
No.
Oh, shit. What's her name, too? Raja.
I put Russia for someone else,
You
but
did.
Yeah.
just on looks alone.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. Violet Chachki. I thought, or Aquaria.
Aquaria is good.
Aquaria's good. For a second I was like, Aquaria. Now you want to talk about, and this is no shade to Aquaria. I want to start out by saying this. It's funny that Matt, you were like most forgettable winner of Drag Race, and that Aquaria is that for me, unfortunately. And it's not that I dislike Aquaria. It's just that like I don't know.
What has she done?
Just yes.
Okay.
That's my thing.
Okay.
She doesn't have a presence, I think.
I did not finish. I think I watched some of season 10 because I remember the Vixen and how shitty she was treated and how racist people were against her.
Right.
When she tried to speak up against racism. So that's what also like turned me off of the show. But I don't remember Aquarius, so she could also be like the most forgettable, but also I didn't finish that season.
I mean, that's fair. That season was rough.
It was.
That season was rough.
All right. So we have lots of different things for Masana, lots of different people.
Yeah.
Masana is just like, she works from the shadows so much. She could be anybody.
Danelle, I mean, Masana, she's,
All right. Next on the list, we have Semirhage.
RuPaul.
Oh, I feel like another spooky queen's got to go
Interesting.
in here.
See,
No, go ahead, because I put one thing and then I immediately just thought of another.
I put Shea Coulee.
Thank you. Yes, that was who I was just thinking of.
Yes!
Jay Coulee is a good one.
Because it's the gravitas. It's
Yeah.
the statuesqueness. Like it's the everything. I feel like Shea would play her so well.
Yeah.
Yes.
So well.
I was originally thinking Raja for this one just based on looks alone.
Raja, also good.
But I think Shea Coulee would do better with the gravitas of it all.
Yeah, see, I was partially casting based on who they are as a person, which is why I said RuPaul for Semirhage, since they're both pretty bad people.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Semirhage definitely fracks.
Semirhage is all about the fracking.
I can't think of a more perfect person to play Semirhage than Shea Coulee. I'm like looking through the list.
Yeah. I was like, she's perfect.
Maybe Raja O'Hara, but otherwise, but it's still Shea Coulee. It's still Shea Coulee.
But see, it's the height too. It's the tallness.
It's everything about it.
I'm going to say something controversial.
Oh.
Don't you fucking dare.
I don't even know what you're thinking I'm going to say.
I'm just warning you.
So Shea Coulee, if she plays it straight, quote unquote, Shea Coulee, obviously, for a campy Semirhage, Bob the Drag Queen.
Oh, Bob was my pick.
I would watch
Bob
that.
was my pick.
I would watch
Yeah,
that.
Bob was my pick until you said Shea Coulee, and I was like, it's Shea Coulee, but Bob was my pick for sure for Semirhage.
A campier Semirhage
Yes.
would be...
For a campier
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Because also I'm living for Bob's TikTok presence and Bob just taking down transphobes. I just think that did you know there's a drag super PAC?
There is, yeah.
Yes, I just heard about that today.
Ben de la Creme.
Is that not the best?
Yeah.
Though if we want a really campy fucking Semirhage, then may I nominate the bag lady herself, Lala Ree?
Oh my gosh.
Listen, also very campy, also good. I would accept that as well.
Thank you.
Bob the Drag Queen, alternative, her as Cad Swain, as a campy Cad Swain would be fun as well. But we're doing Forsaken.
Yeah. Where's Cat Swain?
Okay, so next we have... So for Semirhage, we all kind of agree Shea Coulee.
Yeah, Shea Coulee.
I think Kat nailed it on that. There's no like Raja would be my second choice, but that would be like a far down second choice.
It is a far second. Like, just based on aesthetics, I mean, even Shea Coulee gets it there, but I think for my headcanon, Raja works a little bit better for Semirhage for me. But as a whole, I agree that Shea Coulee is the better choice.
Like, I'm just picturing Shea Coulee walking down the runway and like just like the confidence in that. And like
Shea Coulee with Matt's asterisk that if this were cast based on the person's soul, it would be RuPaul.
Okay. Because Semirhage fracks.
Because Semirhage
Fracking is torturing the environment.
Semirhage, absolutely frack.
I have RuPaul somewhere else, actually.
Okay. Next we have Lanfear.
I have opinions.
Okay. What are these opinions?
Okay, well, gotta be a looks queen for sure.
Right.
Gotta be a looks queen. Okay, the most attracted to anyone I've ever been on RuPaul's Drag Race, it's a very specific moment, is Trinity K. Bonet playing Beyonce.
Oh, that's fair. That was a moment.
Jaw met floor. So beautiful, so poised, the dancing, the look, the everything. She was Lanfear to me in that moment. I would have followed that siren to the wateriest grave.
Okay.
Certainly, I could have drowned in what was going on. You know what I mean?
My pick is Natasha O'Keefe because she's already in drag.
She's already in there. That's true.
See, I picked Plastique Tiara.
Okay, that was my second choice. Gus calls Plastique confusing. We went and saw Plastique live, and Gus was like mesmerized.
Incredible.
Gus fell in love. Though Gus's other favorite drag queen is Gigi Good.
Okay.
Who I will also nominate because she's such an ice queen.
Yeah.
Oh, other confusing moment that also felt very Lanfear, speaking of Maddie Morphosis, was when she went up against, what's her name? Oh my God, what's her name? Who did the twerking on the ground and the banging on the ground. That's the
Anitra?
No, what's her name? Jasmine Kennedy.
Oh, Jasmine Kennedy. Yes.
Jasmine Kennedy, another confusing queen who is now a woman, and so thrilled for her and also Gigi Good.
Yes.
But yes, Plastique Tiara is on there for me too, for sure.
See, I went with I feel like we're all in sort of the same vein of like, okay, who are the cleanly attractive, beautiful queens you can think of? And for me, that person is Brooklyn Heights.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good one.
that's a
For me, that person is
good
Brooklyn Heights.
one.
Because I feel, it's
All right, talking about lip syncs that live in my head rent free. Brooklyn Heights
Yeah.
versus Evie Oddly.
Oh my gosh.
Simultaneous split.
incredible.
I showed it to my father-in-law.
What was that, Matt?
I said, oh, that face though.
Brooklyn Heights?
Yeah.
As in bad or good?
It looks like no, not be nice, Matt. It looks very. She's had a lot. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut because Allie's gonna kill me.
Matthew.
Brooklyn Heights is literally so beautiful. What are you
I do not
talking
see
Oh.
it.
You're looking at a very bad. Did you just Google Brooklyn Heights?
I did, yes.
Is it the red photo?
Oh.
Yeah.
The red photo is a bad photo.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, she's not a building, Matthew.
Okay. I'm on the Drag Race wiki, and I can see where y'all are coming from.
She's so beautiful.
She is beautiful in the Drag Race. Okay. So
She did get a lot of work done post Drag Race,
Yes.
which I find unfortunate, but this is what she looked like before, Matthew.
yeah, that's the one that I saw, or that's the one that I saw on the wiki because the Google result, I'm like, oh Lord, that looks like a horse.
Oh,
Yeah.
But the pictures on the Drag Race wiki are quite pretty. So I actually have two land fears, and no one's going to support me on these because I'm not
That's okay. Maybe we will.
I'm not going on beauty. I'm going on who could go from calm to like, who's Avienda? And like losing her shit from like 0 to 80. And the first one is Bianca Del Rio. And the second is Katya. So
Okay.
Katya.
So Katya,
I'm going on unhinged. I'm going on unhinged,
Yeah.
detached from reality, psychotic land fear. And Bianca and Katya are my picks for that. So
are your picks for that? That's fair.
Okay.
I can see. So Katya, I think I can see more than
I'm
know.
I'm putting it out there. Trinity K. Bonet as Beyonce.
I'm right there with you, Alex.
of course, I'm also the person who would cast Danny DeVito as Lanfear and have all the actors play it straight as if
Who's
he's the most
Avienda?
beautiful woman in the world. Like, that's the kind of person I am. So,
I'm the trash man.
like, that's where I'm coming from if I were to cast people. So,
Come out. I throw trash all over the ring.
I kind of need to see this now. So my campy choice for Lanfear was actually Jackie Cox.
Interesting.
Interesting. I have a soft spot for Jackie Cox, let me tell you.
Me too.
Jackie Cox is like the hottest man in the world.
Yes, like very attractive, and also like I feel like it's like depending on the direction of Lanfear that we're talking about, I feel like that sort of very over the top energy would work well. Like Jackie Cox would do well with that, you know? Specifically like where's Avian, like that sort of switch to it. I think she would nail it. So like Brooklyn Heights if we're talking about overall, and then Jackie Cox is like
Jackie Cox who made Jeff Goldblum cry for good reason.
yes.
That Jackie Cox?
Mhm.
I love Jackie Cox, and I want Jackie Cox back for an All-Stars. What are they doing?
I think she would do well on an All-Stars.
She would do great. She's hilarious. She's got great looks, right? Like her hijab, American flag hijab was incredible, groundbreaking, incredible. She's got an amazing story. Couldn't be more relevant right now.
Seriously.
I'm like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
I want Jackie Cox on the season.
in the hell?
Are you looking at pictures of drag queens, Matt?
Yeah, I'm on the drag queens who the hell is Marsha, and why the hell did she? What
Oh.
the basic ass.
I love Marsha.
Listen, that is a fair initial opinion, but I do have a soft spot for Marsha.
Okay.
And Marsha is so young. Like she's about to be like with a little time, Marsha is going to be a big deal. I feel this.
She's a young theater queen.
Yes.
Like she's.
You know who I really have a soft spot for? Denali.
I like Denali too.
I want Denali back. I really like Denali.
I would love to see Denali on All Stars.
Denali's first look was in Skates.
The ice skates.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible.
Okay. So we have lots of opinions on Lanfear.
Getting that Hatch in here to see what he thinks.
So many. Yeah, exactly.
Special guest, Matt Hatch.
Matt Hatch.
Matt Hatch, name a drag queen.
Go.
Oh God. What if, defying all expectation, Matt Hatch is randomly the biggest drag race fan? Like watches Dragula, all the foreign ones. Like,
I love
what
it.
if?
I love that. I love that reality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so next we have Asmodean. I put Trixie.
I like Trixie for that because Asmodean, I was like, it's got to be someone who's like got a music career.
Yeah.
Someone who can sing.
Someone who can sing and play.
I put Jan.
You put Jan.
I put Jan.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like Jan too. Jan I like too.
Yeah.
Is there a moody-ish queen who can play? I don't know.
Asmodean? That's what I was thinking. I don't know. Because I feel like all the really musical queens are very like...
Theatrical. They're very musical. They're very MT.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like both of those choices though. I do like Jan.
Mm-hmm. I do like... I like Trixie.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Trixie because I like that idea.
Yeah.
Whenever I think of a musical queen, I think of Trixie. Like, she's the only one that's released like 5 albums at this point.
Yeah.
It's not like it's going to be RuPaul.
No, Asmodean had talent.
Introducing RuPaul as Asmodean.
What about Courtney Act?
Courtney Act is good.
Courtney Act? Yeah,
I could see that.
that's true.
Or Adore Delano?
Adore would be...
Adore.
Adore might be better.
Yeah, I thought about Courtney Act, and then I was like,
Yeah.
Queen of the same season, Adore Delano.
Adore would be good. And I do love... I love Adore so much.
Bless her heart. She got like a brain cell, maybe, but
Maybe.
she is.
Well-
I do have a soft spot for her.
Okay, so Trixie Mattel or Adore Delano for Asmodean.
Yeah.
There's only so many choices you can have for a musical queen.
It's true.
Yeah.
Next we have Balthamel.
Fuck, I don't know who that is.
Who I had to look it up. Oh, I don't have...
Which one is the one that is Halima? Is that Balthamel?
Balthamel.
Oh, well, there you go.
Okay.
Let's not pick a trans queen.
No, I actually have a reasonable idea for this one. Well, I go back and forth as to which of the two should have this one, but Miss Vanjie.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my feeling. Early out, early boot that comes back and runs shit for a minute. Yeah, but doesn't ever quite make it to the end.
Miss Vanjie.
Miss Vanjie.
I mean, if we're going by that, then Shangela is also in the running.
Yeah, I feel like these two, we've got to talk about Agenor and Balthamel, I feel like, as a combo.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like Shangela, these people that go out really early, come back, become fan favorites.
So for Balthamel / Erengar, I was definitely thinking Vanjie would be better because Vanjie's also a hoe.
Yes. Oh, that's a good point.
Vanjie is a hoe.
She's very committed to being a hoe, and I appreciate that. She's all about that life.
So
Wait, what season was Vanjie?
Multiple.
Yeah, she's been on a bunch.
Season 9,
Okay.
Season 10, and then the most recent All Stars.
Or I think it's season 11 actually for Vanjie returning.
Is it Season 11? Okay. So
Yeah, she was on season 10, season 11, and then
that's right. Of course she wasn't on Season 9. Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
we could also say with these two, Eureka O'Hara's on there because she went out 11th on her season, then came back season 10.
This is true.
And became kind of a fan favorite.
she went on to host a show. We're Here.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, for a second, I was like, what show was Eureka on? Completely forget.
We're Here is the best show.
It is. I love We're Here. I can only watch it at select times because it ruins me emotionally. But my brain is super.
Oh, I forgot you existed.
Who?
Who?
Oh, Derek Barry,
Yeah,
Oh.
Derek Barry.
the racist.
Very.
Is Derek Barry racist?
Well, so she called Chi Chi DeVane's arms ashy, which is kind of like not cool.
I have a very important question.
Yes.
I have a very important and specific question. Were Chi-Chi's arms ashy?
I don't know. I
Were they actually ashy? Because it's maybe not a nice thing to say.
Kat's like, was there validity to the claim?
This is what I'm saying.
I was very defensive of Chi Chi because she was the first drag contestant from Louisiana. So like,
I love Chi-Chi.
rest in peace, Chi Chi.
Yeah.
Did Chi-Chi die?
Yeah.
Oh, Allie, honey.
What?
Yeah, Chi Chi DeVane died of like a aneurysm or something, or cancer.
What?
I believe so. Yeah. It was was it before the pandemic?
It was a freak medical thing.
Whoa. That's terrible.
How long ago? Was it before or after the pandemic
Before.
started?
I'm pretty sure
Pete.
before.
Before?
2020. It was August 2020.
It was in so that makes sense because I remember like it was during I lockdown was still a thing when it happened, I believe.
Oh, so it got kind of like maybe overshadowed a little bit by not overshadowed, but
She had scleroderma. It's an autoimmune disease.
oh my
Yeah.
God.
She had other health issues previously, and then they just I think they just compounded. Yeah. It was really sad.
It was really sad. I loved Chi-Chi.
That's too bad.
She was fantastic, so funny and so talented.
My Louisiana queen.
I know.
Ugh.
What
All
queen
right.
are we on? Or what Forsaken are we on?
Balthamel.
I think and Agonor.
So for Agonor, I put Nymphia Wind because I think Agonor is like a kooky queen.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see that.
Okay.
I don't really have opinions about Agonor after being reborn, simply because I don't care. But I love Agonor. He's my favorite Forsaken, simply because he like created all the Trollocs and stuff.
Sure.
And
An icon.
an icon, if you will.
Yeah, I was like, is there a science queen? Like, are any of them also scientists?
Nymphia Wind gives me Science Queen.
Nymphia, I can see that. That makes sense.
She did traumatize me with her Jane Goodall. She did traumatize me.
she traumatized all of us with her Jane Goodall.
It's okay.
No, yeah,
Oh, no, I have the perfect one because those two are just like the two idiots who can't just not be idiots together is Alyssa and Coco.
Alyssa and Coco.
For both Mel and Agonor.
Just force them to be in scenes together all the time.
Which one is which though? Which one is which? This is important.
I honestly don't think it matters because they would be both just such a shit show on the same set
Wait,
together.
another nominee for Landfear really quickly. Naomi Smalls.
I was thinking of Naomi Smalls earlier and where to put her because I feel like she deserves to be here.
Yeah. So okay, Naomi Smalls, I think would also do well as Semirhage. I know that we said Shea Coulee, and Shea Coulee is good, but I feel like the energy of Naomi Smalls would be also a good alternate.
Yes.
I would still give it to Shay, but
Oh, absolutely.
she's definitely in the running. She was definitely in the casting.
Yeah.
She was in the casting pool. Yeah. Like if Shay had said no,
Right.
Yes.
we would have called Raja and Naomi and been like, what's your availability? Availability check.
Yeah.
On those two. Ooh, okay. Idea for Agonor. What? Why are you laughing at me, James?
No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm looking at the next person in line and I thought of a really good one for them.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm just thinking about Utica.
Oh, Utica.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
I feel like Utica and Nymphia together as
Yeah.
those two would be such chaos.
That is a good one. I unironically like Utica.
Oh, I love Utica.
I do too. I love Utica.
I genuinely love her.
I love Utica. I think Utica just thought she was a lot funnier than she was. And I was like, stick to your thing, which is clearly sewing. Sewing is clearly what you are good at. Like, because that dress that she designed out of frickin' sleeping bags, first of all, she should have won that challenge.
She should have won the ball.
I screamed when she didn't win ball. I was like, who won ball?
Got Mick.
Wrong.
With pieces, scraps of fabric.
Wrong.
Got Mick won.
You know what I hate is when these queens who are skinny put scraps on their bodies and they look, and of course everything looks good on them, right? I get it. Everything looks good on them because they've got banging bods. But I'm like, it's much easier to sew something for Georges out of scraps and the nothing. Georges also should not have won ball.
Yes.
Should not have won ball. One ball. Plastique tiara, though, in that dress that she made for All Stars. Jaw-dropping.
Plastique tiara in basically everything that she wore on All Stars.
Every look was
Unreal.
perfection.
Unreal.
Plastique has only grown more
Yeah.
incredible.
I loved seeing her.
Like, apparently she was, like, flying to and from Asia,
Vietnam. Yeah. She was.
Vietnam, to get looks. Like, I mean, just
Stunning.
everything. Her portfolio is so put together, so well thought out.
It's incredible.
She is, in my mind, the fashion queen of RuPaul's Drag Race. Like, move over everyone else. Like, she's our Lanfear. Anyway.
Yeah.
She's it. She's it. I'm sorry. She is the most beautiful woman on that show ever. A woman. But yeah. But yeah, I have a soft spot for Utica, and I think that that dress that she made, so she likes to tinker with things, right? So I feel like that's very Agonor. And she's kind of a freak, and that's very Agonor to me.
I like Utica for this. That's a good choice.
Your Honor, the defense rests.
Okay.
Sustained.
Sustained.
The next one we have is Demandred. And the reason I was laughing is because I was trying to think of a bitter queen that got second place.
Fifi O'Hara.
And Fifi O'Hara is what came to mind. A bitter queen that got second place, and no one but Fifi O'Hara.
Oh my God.
Alaska Thunderfuck also came to mind.
I was going to say Alaska.
Because Alaska was so, like, Alaska and All Stars was hard to watch because it was so sad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. It's one of my favorite moments of Drag Race ever is Alaska sitting down with Katya, who had won the challenge, and begging Katya to, like, not to send her home. And Katya sitting there, nodding, listening. And after, she's just like, party. And nothing else. Like, just like, party. And that was it.
See, I can't watch that because, like you said, you get secondhand embarrassment. For me, I can't. That's cringe.
It's, very cringe.
It's so cringe that I just can't watch, like, someone begging and pleading like that. I'm like, you're a grown-ass human.
It's rough.
You can do better.
Like, the queens who are like, actually, I'm not going to beg you. I'm going to tell you why, it's your choice, but, like, you'd be an idiot to send me home. I respect that more than, like, I have so much more time here. Please don't do it. Like, have some self-respect.
Have some dignity.
Not Fifi O'Hara. Not in my season, whatever she was in for.
Season 4, yeah.
Fifi O'Hara was season 4? Yeah.
I'm going to legit nominate Bob the Drag Queen for Damon Dread.
I think he could pull it off.
Okay.
He has that aura.
Because I feel like Damon Dread gives leader vibes to me.
Mm-hmm. So that's why I put RuPaul for Damon
You put
Dread.
RuPaul. RuPaul's not the dark one?
No.
Well,
I did not put RuPaul for the
only
dark
if we're
one.
casting for their inside souls.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I think those are all good options.
I'd also potentially put Raja.
Raja would be a good Demandred.
Raja, or also Bibi Zahara Benet. Because the OG.
Yeah, if we're going with that leader energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's a Minneapolis
I
queen?
can see that.
Go Minneapolis.
Who is? BB?
Yeah.
Well, she's from Cameroon, actually. But
Okay, yes, she's from Cameroon, yes.
It's like it's so funny that like so it took me a second because like the thing that you remember about Bibi Zahara Benet is Cameroon. Like that's like, and so it's just so funny that you're like the Minneapolis queen.
Minneapolis queen.
She has been based out of Minneapolis since Drag Race started, so
I know. Yes, I know. I'm not. You are absolutely right. It was just very funny because like immediately, anytime I think of BB, it's Cameroon. Like that's literally what pops.
My
in my head.
favorite thing, Matt, is that gun to my head, I cannot tell you where a single one of these people are from. Gun to my head. And every time someone gets mentioned, you know exactly where they're from.
Yeah.
BB and Chi Chi, and that's it because they are from my neck of the woods.
From your
Like there would be queens when I was living in Chicago, because of course there is some hometown pride, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Though it is not my hometown, but like you know when I lived there, it felt like it because I'd been there 8 years. Still couldn't tell you a single Chicago queen, and there's many.
Shea Coulee
Oh yeah,
is from Chicago,
I forgot.
and Denali.
That's right. I see. I don't know.
Chicago has a really good drag scene. This is what I've heard.
I did an abortion march with Gus when they repealed Roe v. Wade, and we ran into Angina doing a show, And Angina
Aw.
stopped the show to let the head of the march speak for a second and then like kept going. It was
Aw.
great. Angina's great.
I love Angina. She's so sweet.
I love Angina. Angina was amazing.
She came to Kitchener Pride last year, out in my neck of the woods, or where I'm going to be moving to. She was at Kitchener Pride, and she was super delightful. It was so good.
Yeah. She seems like an amazing person.
Okay, so we have Fifi O'Hara, we have Alaska Thunderfuck, Raja. Who else did you say? Oh, Bob the Drag Queen.
We said Bob the Drag Queen. I said RuPaul.
Can I nominate one more?
Yeah, of course.
Simone.
Hmm.
Because I feel like Damon Dredd would come out and be like, my name's Simone and I'm here for the throne.
Wait, Simone Biles?
Yes, Simone Biles, famously a drag queen.
She could if she wanted to.
I mean, that's fair if she wanted to.
I
Yeah,
mean, Simone Biles would be the new short queen at 4'8".
she would. Absolutely, she would.
I feel like Damon Dredd would come out and say, my name's Simone and I'm here for the throne. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, she
Or
would.
ooh,
Yes, the confidence.
Tamisha Iman. Wait, talk about bitter.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Tamisha Iman would be a good one.
yes. That would be
And
good.
like thinks she's a leader,
I do like
thinks
that.
she's really in charge, makes a failed makeup brand, or was it shoes? One of those.
It was shoes, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe both. I feel like I remember
Yeah.
the shoes.
Okay. The last one we have is Ishamael. I don't have a good answer for this one.
I just came up with one. Trinity the Tuck. Here's why.
Ooh.
Do you all remember when Trinity the Tuck did a fake internet account to like troll herself, to troll people? I feel like that was a very Samael move.
Samael or Ishamael?
It's Samael, sorry. I was set up for failure because the two of them sound the same.
Robert Jordan has a lot to answer for.
I truly think he might have hated ADHD people. I think about it a lot.
That's fair.
If Varen turns out to be evil on top of my ADHD king Deshiva, then he hates ADHD people and I will be writing a letter.
To Harriet.
Yes. No, I would never do that, but I will be writing an essay about it. Have I written an essay in 10 years? No, but I would write one about this.
That's fair.
Actually, what is a podcast if not an audible essay?
In this essay, I will.
In this essay, I will. My friend today just sent me a really long essay about how she thinks the demure thing is in direct response to Brat Summer and is trying to
As someone that's not on TikTok,
Oh God. Oh
and
God.
is trying to censor women in their Brat Summer era.
Having no idea what either of those two things is, it seems like someone needs to go outside.
I feel the apples rotten right to the core.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's.
all right, so Ishamael, who did you have, Kat?
I put Violet Chachki.
Oh, okay.
Okay. State your reasons.
I think Violet just gives very severe, very controlled and in charge, and I feel like that is.
She is not demure.
She is not demure.
She's not mindful. She is not cutesy.
Not mindful, not cutesy. Yeah, like she just gives this like for a second, James's camera blinked, and I was like, oh, James is like, absolutely not. I'm not doing this anymore.
We're not talking about this any longer.
Yeah, I think she just has the very sort of like no nonsense energy that a Shamael has. You know,
Very no nonsense. I agree with that.
and very put together as well. Like, say what you want. I have issues with Violet Chachki and Violet Chachki's drag. It's not my cup of tea, but she is. I know it's horrible, but she's talented. She's extremely talented. And very much, knows who she is, and I don't know. I feel like that kind of tracks with.
I'd also like to nominate Sasha Colby.
Sasha, I was thinking of like who is like the most queen of queens aside from Jinx Monsoon.
Well, because who else would do Fire Eyes other than Sasha Colby? Sasha Colby would do Fire Eyes and would pull that off.
Right.
And like I believe that now Moradin is living in Rand's head, I believe that she lives in all of our heads rent free. I mean, look, she's Chapel Roan's favorite drag queen.
She is Chapel Rowan.
Who else is better to be Hottogo than Ishamael
Yeah.
and Sasha Colby?
It's true.
than someone with literal fire eyes?
I'm going to say Jinx Monsoon because she is the queen of all queens.
We cannot have Jinx Monsoon be the answer to every single one.
I haven't said her in ages.
That was the premise for the episode, was Jinx Monsoon can play all of the Forsaken.
It's true.
Okay, well, she won. She is Nameless of drag. I mean, of Drag Race.
Okay.
So, and is she Nameless like in book 2 or something?
I don't know when Nameless was decided.
I don't remember.
Well, anyways, that's my decision. Or if y'all don't want that, I'm gonna go with another campy person, a campy queen who is a really bad actor. Because a campy queen that's a bad actor would be perfect for Ishii, and that is Latrice.
Latrice.
But also, I love Latrice, and I had to get her in. So
I do love Latrice.
I do love Latrice.
I saw her live in Minneapolis, and she was great.
Oh, nice.
She would be great to see live. I can see that for sure.
I think I've seen her twice, but I was really drunk one time, so I don't know about that.
It doesn't count.
No.
I'm trying to think if there's anyone else. I don't know. I feel like I popped off with Sasha Colby.
I like Sasha Colby for this. I'm agreeing with you on Sasha Colby.
We all love Sasha Colby.
And then we agreed that the dark one is RuPaul.
Wait, we haven't put Anitra for anyone.
We haven't.
Oh.
Who?
Anitra is a later queen. She's known for walking duck.
Who would walk the duck the best?
I could put Semirhage there. Semirhage would do it.
But I'm not casting Anitra as Summer.
No.
I would put Anitra as Masana.
I was literally just about to say Masana.
Because for some reason, Anitra gives me academic.
Yeah, I concur.
Very emotionally intelligent, anyway. Anitra.
I'm good with that.
And she's kind of she's like quiet.
She's quiet, she's cool, she's collected.
But she'll sneak up on you.
Yes, and that was her in her season.
People underestimate her.
Oh boy.
Oh, and when she broke those boards.
Oh, for her talent show?
Yes.
It was a moment.
I fell in love with her then and there. I was like, she's perfect.
If it wasn't for Sasha Colby, she was my winner.
That was the best talent show, I think, that year.
Yeah, it was really good.
Because didn't that also have the woman who was literally jump roping her own braids?
Mm-hmm. Jax, yeah.
Jax. And then there was the dog walking one, which was so good.
It starts with an M. Mirage.
That was the year that everyone's talent was amazing, and they just had to like eliminate someone because they like flubbed a word or something. Like it was like that tiny because everyone was so good that year. There was not one not talented queen. I'm sorry, my voice is getting like this because Petey's putting his head on my lap. There was not one talentless queen in that entire talent show. There was not one of them. There was not one of them.
Not a single one.
Not a single
Single one. This is completely involuntary. It is completely involuntary. I love you so much. I'm sorry, but if you had a face like this looking at you, oh,
What do? There's nothing you can.
he's perfect. He's a perfect dog. He's a perfect boy. Even if he was not being very demure or mindful or cutesy on our walk today.
And potentially also a very cute murder boy, if need be.
I mean, just to other fluffy dogs. And in his defense, it's because a German Shepherd mauled him at daycare.
Oh, no.
Did you know about this?
No.
So at daycare, I sent him to this daycare. This German Shepherd, and listen, I'm not against German Shepherds. Okay, this is Petey's problem. Okay, not mine.
Yeah.
I'm not anti-German Shepherd, but lest the owners come for me. It's Petey's prejudice. Okay, not mine. But so this German Shepherd like attacked Petey, ripped his throat open. The daycare, in front of two handlers, the daycare didn't notice for 3 hours.
How?
I noticed when I came and picked him up.
Oh my
I grabbed his face to say hi, and my hand came away with blood on it. And I was like, the fuck? Then I looked. My dog has this like huge gash in his neck.
Oh
It's,
my
like, humongous.
God.
It was like the day after my sister's wedding. So then we had to rush him to the emergency vet.
Yeah.
They gave him all these stitches. And the daycare, I'm like, what happened? And they were like, I don't know.
Yikes.
I was like, unacceptable.
Always encouraging to hear.
And then they figured out that it was another dog had attacked him because they
my
rewatched the
God.
security footage. And then there was like a whole thing. There's a whole thing. I won't get too into it. But ever since then, when PD sees a German Shepherd or a German Shepherd adjacent looking dog, so like a husky, something like big and fluffy, it's on sight for him. And I don't blame him.
That's fair.
I don't blame him.
That's fair.
Poor baby.
If someone ripped my throat open, it'd be on sight for me as well.
Aw,
So like
poor Nugget.
so yeah, so he was a little rude to a German Shepherd on our walk today, and I scolded him by saying that was not, and this is how I know I'm on the internet too much. I was like, that was not demure, respectful, cutesy, or mindful. And the other owner laughed. So I was like, so you also are chronically online.
There you
Excellent.
go. Perfect.
All right. I think, do we have anything for the Dark One or the creator? We don't. We're fine.
Didn't we decide Jinx Monsoon, or does it have to be RuPaul?
No, RuPaul, the dark one, Ben de la Creme for the creator.
Ooh.
Also good. I do like that.
Ben de la Creme.
Ben de la Creme is good for the dark.
I do love Ben de la Creme.
Ben de la Creme would also be good for Grendel.
But why would it not be Jinx Monsoon, Matt?
I mean, it's an alternative. It's an alternate.
Oh, I feel like, okay, no. I want Ben de la Creme and Jinx Monsoon to like share being the creator, and then it's like Stantler and Waldorf.
Oh my gosh.
But the
Yeah.
creator? Is that how you pronounce that? Stantler and Waldorf?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gus would be like, what the hell? Because they're his favorite Muppets.
They're his favorite gay Muppets.
They're gay. Well, all the Muppets are canonically homosexual.
Yes.
Or at least bi. I mean, that's just clear.
Somewhere under the rainbow.
Apparently, Bert and Ernie were actually based on a real life gay couple.
Yeah.
So they are actually gay.
Yeah. It's real cute.
How cute is that?
Love to see it. Conservatives hate it.
Okay, what's everybody's top 3 Muppets? This is important before we go. Everyone has to share.
I just like Count Dracula. Count Dracula. Count Dracula. Good
Ooh, the
Lord.
count's a good one. And there's that whole video of the I count slowly, slowly, slowly. Get it? You know that one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'm a fan of Oscar the Grouch.
Same. Surprising nobody.
Oscar the Grouch was mine.
That's a good one. I'm a big Miss Piggy fan.
Mm.
Oh God, I should have said
Yeah.
Miss Piggy.
She's unapologetic.
Also.
I love her. She's perfect. And it kind of accurately describes Gus and my relationship. He's tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong.
Kermie.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
Are you ready to?
Yes, we can wrap it up. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of The Queers of Time. We are The Queers of Time and Allie is a queer of time.
You're very welcome for being here.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I love guesting on The Queers of Time. It's my favorite. I do it every week.
It is my favorite. It is my
Yeah.
favorite.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, you can find us on Discord is the best way to talk to us, interact with us. We have a Discord. We also have a Patreon if you would like to follow us there, and you can follow us for free, or you can follow us with money, and money is helpful towards making a podcast. So
Money, please.
thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful day.
you.
Bye-bye.
And listen to Wheel Takes as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, listen to Will Take.
Yes. Listen to Wheel Takes with Ali and Gus.
No bye-bye. No bye-bye yet. Retract the bye-bye.
No bye-bye yet.
Allie.
Retract
We're going
the bye-bye.
back again. Yes.
Allie, would you like to plug you?
Oh, yeah, sure. So Wheel Takes is a first-time reader podcast. We're currently on The Gathering Storm. We do 1 to 2 chapters a week because we love to do the little deep dives. And Gus has read all of them. I am up to The Gathering Storm. I also created the Grinwell Cup on Twitter, which is coming up like 6 months from now. It's a March Madness bracket in which we definitively decide who is the hottest character in the Wheel of Time. So far, our winners have been Avienda, Brigitte, Berylane, and Lan, who is our first male winner who won this past year.
What an upset.
What
Show
an
goggles.
upset.
Not in a bad way, but like, my God.
It's time a man won. It's time.
Listen, it's been long enough, right?
I guess.
They've been up against so much adversity. And now they finally won. And then I'm also a co-host on Hot Nuance podcast, where we are podcasting our way through the Alana series by Tamara Pierce.
So many podcasts.
And Gus and I might have another podcast at some point. I don't know. We're talking about it.
Nice. Very exciting.
We'll find out. Anyway, that's us.
Nice. Well,
Excellent.
now I unretract the bye-bye. So, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you all for listening. This was Queers of Time, a Wheel of Time podcast. The music is Dance of the Witches by Julius H.